I am back in the UK. As you can probably see, my tan isn't so red as it was last week when I was in Andorra skiing in the Pyrenees, which is really exciting. I love being away, but I love even more being back here on my YouTube channel. This week I am talking to you about what surveyors do and why you might want to employ a chartered surveyor over someone else in the property industry, because I know that a lot of people don't even know what we do, why we're chartered, what makes us stand out above the rest of the crowd. So I'm sure, as you know by now, I'm a chartered surveyor. I've been chartered since May 2015, and I also run a RICS regulated firm of surveyors, NC Real Estate, obviously as per the name. So I want to talk to you about first why RICS members have the designation that we do, and we work so hard to get it. So here's the benefits that you get from employing a chartered surveyor. They definitely act in your interest. There is no taking fees from two parties. I've seen it so many times where agents take fees from the buyer and they take fees from the vendor. How can they act impartially in your interest? You know that if you've got a chartered surveyor, they are only taking fees from you, in which case everything they do is in your interest. They want the best for you from this deal because you are their sole client. They are only acting for you. Why would you want to be paying someone to act who's going to get their fingers in here and take a little bit of money from here and take a little bit of money from here? You don't want that, because how do you know that they're acting in your interest? You don't want to be going to an agent who's like, well, yeah, I'll take a bit of a fee from you and then I'll go out and act in your interest, but actually because I'm taking a fee from them, I'll probably settle a bit lower, or I'll negotiate a little bit in their fee in their area because I will get a bigger fee from them. No, you don't want that. With a chartered surveyor, you know that they're acting impartially and they are acting for you. Secondly, chartered surveyors are regulated and follow strict rules of conduct. We have such strong codes that we have to follow and we have to maintain year on, year out. I have to be reading everything that comes out. I have to be maintaining my ethical standards, make sure that I'm acting in the right way. Any information that I give out to you guys, I've got to make sure is 100% valid. There's no way that I'd be putting out anything that wasn't 100% correct and true, and also it'd be awful for my reputation. So you know that everything that I put out as NC Real Estate and from myself is following correct guides and codes and strict rules of conduct. So everything you get from me and my fellow chartered surveyors is really 100% correct. Chartered surveyors also have to give you an exceptional service. We are here for you and we cannot give you anything but the absolute best. And you should be confident in the fact that you know that if we don't provide our best, then we have complaints handling procedures and routes that you can go through to make sure that we are continuously acting in the best way we possibly can. And that just protects you. It really does. So you know that if you're employing a chartered surveyor, you are going to get nothing but 5-star service. Chartered surveyors also have to make sure that your money is protected. That we have such strict guidance about what we can do with your money and what we can't do with your money. And we have to keep it in safe places, we have to register that we have it, and we've really got to look after it. And that's all part of being regulated. It protects you and it also protects us, because actually we don't want to be messing around with your money either. It's as valuable to us as it is to you, because we want to make sure that you are getting that exceptional service. So in employing a chartered surveyor, you know that if you're trusting them with your money, they are going to do the best they possibly can with it. And it's insured, it's completely insured, and the RICS have methods that if you feel there's anything wrong, you can go through them and claim it back. So if you're employing a chartered surveyor, you are safe in the knowledge that your money is also safe. And how amazing is that? It really is that security that you get. So I also know that there's stigma about chartered surveyors. I have been at a property networking event and had the really embarrassing situation where the speaker on stage was saying that he could bribe a chartered surveyor into giving him whatever mortgage value he wanted, because they're all old boys and all they did was sit around waiting for you to come through, wanting their little bit of money, and then once they had that bit of money, they'd just value it however they wanted. I very quietly put my hand up and they were like, yeah, you? I said, do I look like an old boy? And they looked at me so confused. And I was like, I'm a chartered surveyor too. There is not a chance in hell that we would do that. We do not take money and then go off and give you whatever valuation you want. We do it by the structure, the guidelines, and the code that the RICS set out for us. So that whole thing is rubbish. The RICS is bringing through new generations of chartered surveyors who work in every single part of the industry. And trust me, it's an amazing place to be. But also, chartered surveyors can serve everyone, whether you're a member or not a member. They are here to make the property industry an absolutely better place to live, play and work in, which is incredible. But I know that a lot of people don't think that that's what's happening. But I want to bring this to you. This is what NCA Real Estate is all about. We're so accessible, and the RICS and its chartered surveyors are also very, very accessible. But I also want to flip the switch a little bit, because there is a little bit of, again, stereotyping that I've heard within the RICS, and that is that chartered surveyors think that small fish, like individual landlords, might not want to pay the fees for their service because they don't understand what they do, in which case they never bother trying to find the individual landlords and they never bother pitching to them, because they just think, actually, what is the point of me wasting my time on individual landlords when they don't see the point in paying for my services? They think they can do everything for themselves, so I'll just go to the big players who know that they have to pay fees. I want that to change too, because I feel as landlords, if you don't know something, you've got to pay to go and get the information, because otherwise you're going to be just listening from hearsay or maybe the tidbits that people give out for free, and actually you don't get the full picture, so you don't know if what you're doing is right. And sometimes it really is best to pay out for professional advice for people who know exactly how to do it, exactly how to be in the industry and really work what's going on and give you the best solutions to your problems. So I think that from both sides, the chartered surveyors and the non-chartered surveyors, there's loads that can be done to really cement the relationship and make sure that everybody works together, because after all, we are all in the property industry, and I think it is an incredible thing when everybody can come together and work as one, because that's what we've got to be moving towards. We can't be working as individuals because it doesn't work and things go wrong, and then the government gets on board and is like, we're going to be taxing you here and taxing you here. No, we don't want that. We want everybody to be working together and showing some form of uniformity, and that is how the property industry will work the best. So I'm hoping this video has given you a little bit of an insight into what a chartered surveyor is, what they stand for and what they do. We are here for everything you could want in the property industry, and also I'm not saying that people who aren't chartered are any less qualified to do the job. I'm just saying, don't turn your nose up at a chartered surveyor, because actually they're trained to give you the best possible service. And all you need to do is ask them what they do and how they can help you, and ask questions relating to your property portfolio. And then you'll get the right answer. And chartered surveyors are also trained to ask, and I know this from doing my APC and taking my exam to become chartered surveyor, if we don't have the answer for you, we can direct you to the person that can. And we're tested on that. That's exactly what we're tested on, knowing how to do. So please, please, please ask. Do not be afraid to ask a chartered surveyor to help you out, because actually that's where you're going to get some of the best advice. Most surveyors have seen an awful lot within the property industry, and they are far higher qualified than you think to answer your questions, no matter how small they are. So that's it from me this week. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have any questions whatsoever, write them in the comments section below, or email me natasha@ncrealestate.co.uk, because we answer all your questions that you send in on the podcasts, which are released on a Tuesday, the following Tuesday from the Wednesday that the YouTube video is released. And if you want to find out more about that, head on over to www.ncrealestate.co.uk. It's been an absolute pleasure having you over here with me, and again, get in contact with me if you need any advice, help, info or tips. I'm here for you.